Man. Okay. I hope I got all of that on. I hope that recorded. That should have. It's MKV. It should have recorded. OBS recordings. Are you here? Are you there? Is that? I don't know if that did. I didn't even notice that it wasn't live. I should have noticed because it didn't pop up over on Discord. That was strange. No one's gonna believe me. No one's gonna believe me. Hi. Nope. Nope. Is that it? No. Hello. Hi. I pressed live and I pressed record. And then I didn't go live apparently for 20 minutes. And I was very confused because I was like, chat's awfully quiet. And I pressed record and no one's gonna believe me, but I found Rakshasa's Great Katana and Great Omen Killer Cleaver and Smith's Crypt Shield down below. No one's gonna believe this. Everyone's gonna think that I hacked it in, but I swear I went down, I killed an Electo. My OBS just didn't go live and I don't know why. But yeah, that's all that happened. So that like 5 minutes is lost in the void somewhere, and I don't know, recreate it, I guess, in post of what happened. It was crazy though. I got some wild shit. And oh, I did see one. Anyways, hello, hi Specs, how's it going? How are you? Yeah, I don't know what happened. It just didn't go live, and I'm baffled and like concerned that it didn't, because like there's no reason that it should have worked, but it did. So OBS is fun. Anyways, how are you? Hi. How's your day? Have you been playing the new DLC? Somber. Wonderful. Oh yeah, I also got the Pureblood Knights medal as well. So yeah, the underground was kind of stacked. I'm gonna go fight Rakshasa once and see how it goes. See what happens. Job interview. Ooh, what's the job for? Chat wasn't working. I heard that mobile was having some major issues. How's it going, Saki? I heard mobile was having some wild issues the other day. Okay, let's try fighting Rakshasa. We have Rakshasa's Great Katana. And she can poise through that? What? What? Why can she poise through that? This game is bullshit. This game is bullshit. This game is bullshit. That boss is trash. That boss is just raw trash. We're gonna go level. We're gonna go get a bunch of levels and come back and kill her. What the fuck? Cheers, Saki, to that bullshit. Oh my god. So you moved it. Well, good luck with the interview. I hope that it goes well. And then you get your choice of the two jobs between them, and you can pick which one you like best. Also, I hope everybody enjoyed Taskmaster on Monday. If you weren't able to be here, it is already edited. It's not a lot of footage, so, and I already did like 90% of the work, but it's all edited already, and it's gonna be going up not on Monday. Well, maybe on Monday. Either this Monday or the Monday after. One of the two. One of the two. Ow. I hope everybody enjoyed. I hope everyone had a great time with it. I want to do much more of that in the future. Hang on. There we go. I want to do much more of that in the future because I had a great time, and I've already got like 48 other tasks already created. Good lord. That one dude is really strong. I got like 48 tasks already created, so. How's it going, Miki? I was in fact on time today, but OBS did not, after I pressed go live, did not in fact go live. So even though I was on time, OBS decided to not go live, nor did it record things. So it missed me getting like the best set of like 5 weapons I could have found, and no one's gonna believe that it happened completely randomly, but it really did, I swear. Slime. 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 Yeah, it's the first time that I've ever had OBS do that. Oh, I am a big believer that OBS is good. I know people like to shit on OBS sometimes because it's, you know, sometimes things happen. But OBS was legitimately like, like, I really love OBS, and I've never seen that happen. I hit live, didn't go live, hit stream, didn't stream, or hit record, didn't record. It just didn't do things. It was super weird. Oh, you're good, Valkyrie. Don't worry. It was Elden Ring Taskmaster, and it is already edited into a video, and it is ready to go. So you'll be able to catch it on the YouTube side of things. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a great visit with family and stuff. Well, OBS is better than Streamlabs OBS 1,000,000,000% of the time. Not only because Streamlabs OBS uses way more memory and actual processing power for your computer, but Streamlabs OBS is just OBS, but it was turned into a monetized version of it by the Streamlabs company. The only thing that I use Streamlabs for, because they have the best one, is the chat box. That is the only thing I use Streamlabs for. Otherwise, I will never touch a Streamlabs product ever. Same with Stream Elements. Stream Elements used to be really good. They've gone to shit lately, but their chat box for Streamlabs, incredible. It's so easy to use and actually like looks good. Sit down, record a slowpoke only Pokemon Yellow, recorded it crashed and delete everything. I have a tip for that. Don't record an MP4, because everything that records an MP4, if it crashes, will break. If you record an MKV, there's another one too, but if you record an MKV, if it crashes, it'll still save it, because it's recording the whole thing with like safety breakpoints as it records. So even if it crashes, you don't lose everything. For me, it's their layouts. I also have like my general, this is, and people can do whatever they want. It's your stream. But I will say, in general, I am not a big layout fan if I can avoid it, unless I'm doing like an event. It looks a lot cleaner for me. Again, everyone's streaming, they can do whatever they want, but. Hello, Bobo, how's it going? Low-key excited for Game Awards tomorrow. I'm also excited. We're gonna be watching that. I'm gonna do an extra bonus stream tomorrow night at, when does it start? 7:30, is that right? I think that's right. Start at 7:30. We're gonna do that. So I'll be live here. And we'll do a watch party together. It'll be great. I'm very pumped. Don't really give a shit about the awards, but I'm excited to see what new games get announced. Hello, Clown. How's it going? That's why you're excited? Yeah. Bring game-wise? Me too. 2025 was an incredible year. And if 2026 keeps up that streak, whoo is it gonna be good? Okay. Mohg. Or whoever's replacing Mohg. And how strong will they be? It's a Mariner, so it already doesn't really matter. And they are not strong at all. Oh, it's this Mariner. This is our friend Mariner. The one who damages not only himself, but other enemies. We like this guy. This guy's cool. Where did he go? Ah, one moment. I'm just gonna do this. Weed cutter. 4 golden seeds, fantastic. It's Mariner time, damn right. Flask. Only one. I was hoping for more. Okay. I think I just send dexterity to the moon since we're going to be using this katana for the rest of the run. She looks like a normal soldier. Oh my god, I can see her face. Hello, Letta. Is she blind? Or does she just... What's up with her eyes? She's got like white in her eyes. That's either her being blind or her being affected by Mikola, right? Has to be one of the two. You talked this morning with James. Asked him what he thinks about the Japanese companies this Game Awards, since of the dangers they currently got going on. The only thing that I've heard from Japan is a tsunami warning. Is there other things? Don't know how concerned you should be, but anyway, listen. Are you their boss? Effort Dark Letta. Are you their boss? If you're not their boss, not your problem. How's it going, Adam? I'm doing well. She has very light eyes. Okay. Well, either way, fuck you, Letta. Wonder how weak she's gonna be. Or strong. Both are possibilities. Now, we have no Skidoo going into this, and I don't know how the scaling is going to work in here, but it should still be random, I think. So let's go kill a couple bosses and see what we get. Some where we got lifted, they're still on high alert following Mega Quake. It's a pretty normal thing over in Japan. It's like tornadoes in the States, in like Tornado Alley, where it's what 90% of the tornadoes happen in that one section of the world, right? So I think that all for or snow, yeah, or like big snowstorms in Canada and stuff, everyone has contingencies for it. They all have plans for it, and I'm sure that if it affects it, it will be minorly, if at all. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's not really a huge deal, but time will tell. I mean, they're under a massive, they were under the tsunami warning like yesterday, and Nintendo still released the Pokemon DLC on time without any issues. So, and they're in Japan. Oh yeah, no, again, I'm sure, like, it sounds really scary, and it is really scary, but they also, it's so normal that, like, the last time that I think I saw a game get delayed due to this was Night Rain getting delayed, and Night Rain got delayed by like 8 hours. And it wasn't even Night Rain, it was like the Everdark. It got delayed by 8 hours because the tsunami warning happened, and the game was supposed to release like 2 hours later. And then they were like, oh, we're really sorry, we have to delay it. They delayed it 8 hours and released it before I woke up anyway, so. Like, if I were to tell you that we were getting a big, massive dumping of snow that was gonna be like 6 feet of snow in Canada, most people that don't deal with snow are like, holy shit, that's so much. And for me, it's like, okay, well, I guess it's gonna be a little bit longer to get to work that day, and it'll probably be a little annoying getting home, but it'll be fine. Hey, I'm talking! So, exactly, so I don't think it's gonna affect anything. You know you're gonna get the Pokemon DLC? I'm on the fence. I've seen some stuff this morning already. Not gonna say spoiler stuff. But I've seen some stuff already, and there's some stuff that looks cool. However, ooh, I'm gonna buy that. Perry! Perry! Oh my god. Ooh, Flameskewer could also be good. We're getting options for Rakshasa. Parry especially is a really good option for Rakshasa. This is when do you parry? Believe it or not, Bip, fairly often. Surprisingly. So fairly often. How's it going, Bip? This is losing to a broken Mega. Fair. Yeah, it looks fine. That's kind of my feelings as well. It looks completely fine. I don't think of it's anything super special. There are some cool things in it that I've seen. But overall, is it worth $40? No. So probably not. I'll probably still wind up getting it at some point though for my kid because he really wants to play it. But he has to actually, you know, fucking beat the base game and get his shiny charm. And that's kind of the stipulation I'm putting on it because if he wants this and he wants more content, he's got to play through the content he already has. How's it going, Crown? I should update my command so that it actually says that. Hang on. Hold, please. Hang on. Run. Chaos run. Enemies, bosses. Nope, not that. All enemies and bosses are not only random, but scaled completely randomly, meaning a sheep could have the power of a god and Bale could be as weak as a mosquito. There we go. Updated. I think it's that, but could have been a free update. I think there is stuff in there to justify it not being a free update because there is quite a few new things that were put in, but I do agree that it is not enough content for the price. I think this would have been a really solid $20 DLC. The fact it's 40, I think is too much. 20 though would have been like the perfect price point for what I think they included in the content. You can breathe again? Oh, I'm so glad to hear it. I'm so glad to hear it. Yes, Metroid Prime 4 is very disappointing, Valkyrie. I am not buying it. I love Metroid Prime, and I'm not buying it. I refuse. Letta getting Fire Giant scaling. To be fair, because she is technically a later game enemy, that would actually be a description. Or a description. I just read description. That would actually be a downgrade. So I would be completely fine with her getting downgraded to Fire Giant scaling, personally. Dragon Age Veilguard. That's actually a really good comparison, to be honest. I agree. I'd agree with that completely. Oh. Hello. Yeah, the random enemy scaling is definitely the chaosy part. Yeah. Thank you. Because like the normal randomizer settings are the normal randomizer settings, but the fact that everything is, that's a good weapon too. The fact that everything is completely randomly scaled really is exemplified by the fact that died in one hit versus the next one that I attack. Hang on. This squirrel who will die in, come back here. Wait. You're an example. Come back. Oh, it died in one hit too. Well, either way, that would have had more health. 913 versus 841. You get what I'm saying? That could happen. There's a possibility that I get to both the final boss of the base game and the final boss of the DLC, and both of them are like, okay, I'm dead now. And then we just move on. Right now, the problem is Rakshasa exists, and Rakshasa currently has really high scaling and is in the Godskin arena, so I need to go get like way stronger so I can actually kill her. Rakshasa, indeed. Hello. I don't remember if this affects NPCs. I think it does. It definitely affects NPCs. Okay, great. Carrying greatsword is not bad. We got some good shit today. I've already mentioned it, but I hope everybody enjoyed Taskmaster on Monday. I hope you had a good time with it. It was a lot of work, and it worked out exactly the way I wanted it to, and it was really fun. And I hope everybody enjoyed that was watching. And if you did miss it, it will be up on YouTube. It's going to be both on the VOD channel in the unedited format, and it'll also be on the main channel with edits as well. So I hope you all enjoyed it. Having to do husband things, all good. That's why we have the YouTube side. Portal 2 times poison rats. It honestly can't be that, I'm afraid, because it's still gonna be a boss. Sadly. I'm sorry, Bobo. On the full true randomizer run, which I want to do eventually, which is basically just turning on every single setting, making bosses be anything, making enemies be anything, making items go anywhere. On that run, you could be a boss. It could happen. How's it going, Zook? Highly scaled Rakshasa is kind of your nemesis. It is. It would have been way funnier if there was a highly scaled Rakshasa, like Bale level scaling, replacing DTS, because that would have been required to get to everything else. And that would have been the worst thing ever. The fact that it's a Godskin duel arena means I do have the majority of the game opened up that I can go and explore. So it's not the worst thing. How's it going, Ant? How are you doing today? Where everything is Rakshasa. I don't want to do that run. I will at some point, but I don't want to. Okay, I am Rolana, and you are a fraud. I am here to usurp you. That's fine. If this was not this boss, I'd be more scared. And there's still a chance that this is the one that splits. And if that's the, yeah, well, okay, well, I gotta, why do I say words? Every time that I fucking talk, it winds up happening, man. God. Okay, stop. Shit. Why do I say words? I said this could be the one that splits, and then it goes, okay, let's do that now. God damn it, man. They're the twin Moon Knight. God damn it, Bobby. That's so true. How's it going? Okay, it's fine. We have this. This is gonna be the one. Here we go. Or whatever solo game comes out. You do. Sadly, Rakshas's weapon does not do. It does not, I'm afraid. I wish that it did, in fact, do fire damage. Do I have a blue? I do have blue. I'm getting hit. I didn't get hit somehow. I can't believe it. Oh, I'm getting hit here. Hang on. No. Perfect. That was the best weapon we could have had for that. That was great. Nice. More Skidoo. Let's go. Okay, let's swap back to Rakshasa's Great Katana. Due to being sick, totally fair. Sounded like it was fun. It was a really good time. And I think everyone enjoyed it. I really want to do more of them because it was really, really entertaining. And I have, like I said, I already have a bunch of other tasks written down and ready to go. And I just kind of like come up with random ones. It's really fun coming up with tasks, I gotta say. So I definitely want to do more in the future. Tree performed mitosis. It did. Yes. There is an tree avatar. It is the one in the mountain tops. Oh yeah, its drops are terrible, but it's a good spot for like a little bit of free runes if you want some free runes, so. And we love free runes here. You still bird farm if you want runes? I don't have the patience for it, but that is a really safe way to do it. Who's the ugliest NPC and why is Dung Eater? Letta. I'll take Dung Eater over Letta any day of the week. Ow! That lobster shot me in the back. Are NPCs in you smaller or are you crazy? It might just be the camera being weird. The camera does weird things in randomizer sometimes. Okay, we're good. We're alive. We're alive. Basically uses out the time. It's how I feel about a lot of these guys too. Like the tiers you get from these dudes, there are some good ones. Deflecting Heart tier is really good. The oil tier is like kind of cool. The ghost wart tier I'm sure is usable if you have like summons and stuff. But like why would I want those when there are things that are just better? For the most part. It's a duelist. I can kill a duelist. How's it going, Swapnil? How you doing? Which monster would I like to see get a subseries, a subspecies? And what element? A fire Lagiacrus who swims in magma. You good? I'm doing grand myself. We are gonna fight this he's gonna be weak. Very weak duelist. Watch this. He's gonna die in like 4 hits. Ready? Ready? 1. Okay, well it's not 4, but he is weak. I was a little overzealous on the amount of hits it would be, but he is still weak, and that you know, that counts for something. Perfect. More for Skidoo. Excellent. Bloodsucking tier. Yeah, bloodsucking tier isn't bad either. That's true. It's a little on the weak side. And its benefit really comes from when you're using fast weapons, like daggers, for example, dual wielding daggers. But yeah, that is true. I do forget about that one a lot. It's a good point. How's it going, Neon? Welcome on in. What's my left hand doing? I know I'm making a fist, but like, is it to, I guess it's to brace when I get attacked? I would have expected, well, if I hold the blade, that would hurt me. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Okay. You good? I'm glad to hear it, glad to hear it. Stabilize the sword. It's just weird that it's not touching it, you know? That's the thing that I don't understand. Doesn't get knocked, doesn't hit you in the head. Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. He goes clack clack and shoots lasers while swimming through magma. That sounds cool. Oh, you downloaded Graceborn? I saw Disc playing that and it looks really interesting, but it looks like it's not got like a ton of changes, but I do want to try that at some point. Nope, not worth it. Don't really care about that either. But then they can just cut off your arm. True, true. You're not wrong. Glass shards. Also, Miki, assuming you're still around and didn't fall asleep again, I did see your message about Stardew Archipelago, and there is a setup guide that explains things, but it is really confusing. I will explain what a YAML is, though. And then the other stuff I have to go through the process on my own again anyway, so I can type in Discord to help you with that. But a YAML, for anyone that doesn't know, we're doing an archipelago, a community one at the end of the month on the 21st, which isn't really the end of the month, but you get the idea. The 21st, we're gonna be doing that. Ow. It is, if you don't know what an archipelago is, it is a multi-world randomizer where everyone plays a different game and all of our items are randomized together. So when I pick up an item, for example, if Elden Ring was included, I could pick this item up and it could be from my game, or it could have been a Pokemon badge from Pokemon, or it could have been a parsnip seeds for a Stardew game, or a whole bunch of other options. So if you want to join, the more people we have, the better. Everybody's welcome to. And a YAML is basically your settings file that determines in the Archipelago software, when you put it in, it goes, okay, so this is the randomizer settings that we need to do. Or a fish tank, Hello, Kristen. How are you? You also do seamless co-op with Graysport. Nice. Well, I hope you have fun playing with someone. I hope you enjoy. Well, how many kindling did I set it to need? Hang on, I gotta look at my settings because I just realized I actually don't know. Is that the only one I need? Can I just go beat it? It is. Okay, well. All right then, we can go beat the DLC. That was unexpectedly quick. Sure, man. Gold! Blessing America should have been a auto refill thing like the Physic. It should not have been something that required you to use it and it was a one-time use. It should have been something like the Physic that kept auto refilling. Should have been an extra heal that you got in the DLC. Especially since it's a legendary. Tired, cold, powering through the workday. Love it. Well, I hope the workday's going grand. I'm good. I started stream this morning and OBS was like, okay, you're streaming and you're recording. But it didn't actually start stream or start recording. So I was sitting here for 20 minutes and then I looked over and I realized that it didn't actually have like a value for the data being sent. So I wasn't live for 20 minutes, even though I thought I was. They didn't get the recording of me grabbing Rakshas's Great Katana or other things. So I'm gonna have to make a recreation of that. That's gonna be fun. Hello. We should be fine. Do I have anything better than this that I want to use? Not really. Oh, we're good. Yeah. They do like no damage. This is great. Now, Scarlet Rot still does damage. But the rest does not. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Perfect. Okay, more Skidoo. Love that for me. And a harp bow. I don't want to harp on about that bow. Hand takes in your hand in between takes damage from attack. That makes sense. It's just for some reason it's the fact that it's like when you're blocking with it, it's the fact that it's far back that throws me off. But I guess it makes sense because if you had it right here, you wouldn't be able to absorb it. Whereas when they hit, it'll bounce off and you can absorb it easier. So it makes sense. I thought for sure I'd be putting my hand directly up against it, you know. Recreation of Microsoft Paint. That's the plan, Crown. That's the plan. It's gonna be terribly drawn. It's gonna be so funny. Called the Gobool. Looks like a Shogun. Cool, cool. Love it. Well, hopefully they add in. Frankly, I hope they add in every single one of the monsters to Monster Hunter Wilds. They won't, but I feel like they should. Just like Pokemon should have every single Pokemon in it. Straight Sword only gave you ideas for new potential build. Love it. Love it. I still need to do Straight Swords. That's on the list of weapons I haven't done yet. What are you excited for? Kingdom Hearts 4. Is that actually coming out? Wasn't that announced like 15 years ago or something? Go Blue, thank you, thank you. So I got way more dexterity, so I'm gonna do way more damage. I probably should go and get more HP than 45, or more endurance. More endurance might be the next shout. I've only found one talisman pouch though. That's annoying. Welcome back, Bobo. Hope you had a lovely day with Bezos. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Ow. Hello. I'm sorry for saying hi. 4 ads about perfumes for perfume and 2 ads about cars. Interesting. I think that means technically he's calling you a smelly peasant because he thinks you need perfume and a car. Look, another Crystallian! I'm only really doing this for, because I don't need to go anywhere else. I don't need to kill Mesmer or anything. I'm really only doing this so I can get the item up here. I just realized. I legitimately forgot that I had song requests on and went, wait, this isn't on my playlist. Hang on. And then I remembered, right, song request is a thing. It's a great song. Well, that would be really hard for it to be on my playlist, given the playlist that we're currently listening to is my top songs of 2025. Yet I've never heard the song before, so it'd be very hard for it to be on that playlist. And this might make you mad. It kind of sounds like Coldplay.
Well, I am. It is a inland seeing that we allow me to.
You don't mind Coldplay? Okay. Some people really dislike Coldplay. So that could be like a testy thing to say. How many levels do I get? 11? 11's fine. I'm cool with 11. That is true. It is. It is. It is what Canadians call foreplay. Mm-hmm. Is he even bad? Some people really dislike them. I'm very mid on Coldplay. I don't hate them. I don't love them, but some people really dislike them. Some people really like them. Coldplay's kind of like cilantro, I think. You either really like them or really dislike them. He did. That is true. He did expose a whole affair. That was a very funny moment. Good old Coldplay gate. Is it a meme like hitting on Nickelback? That's possible, to be honest. A car freshener. True, true. There's a headless man with a horse here. And the horse is also headless. I'm sure I knew that already, but I don't think I actually had ever realized that the horse was also headless. Look at that. What the fuck? I had to have known about that before. Where do you even find those guys? Headless man, headless horse. I have no idea where you find those. Makes you sick. Oh, Deep Root Depths via place, right? Bobo! How dare you? Right. Yeah, I've definitely never paid attention to the fact that the horse didn't have a head either. That is creepy. Another gold? I love golds. I can't help myself. I have to. I could look fancy. I used to get sarcastic. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of car air fresheners either. They're too... The smell is too manufactured for me. It just smells like chemicals. That is arguably the best place in the entire game that I could have found Alexander's innards. That is so thematically on point. That's crazy. What the hell? What do they do to Alexander? Well, I guess nothing that actually, because he would have been like that anyway, but like still wild. A super high scaled Rakshasa or 3 lettuce squads back to back. Are the lettuce squads normal scaled? And what do I have as a, do I have options for weapons or is it just randomized weapons? Can I like prepare for it? Normal scaled and the weapon is random. I think I would rather fight the Rakshasa. Because that is 1 and I can beat them eventually, whereas with a random weapon on, I mean, I guess the same would be for, but I don't have to do 3 fights. I would take the Rakshasa. More smithing stone 1s. Yay! Wonderful. So happy. Ghost worms look funny. I like the ghost worms. And they have little feetsies that most people don't know. And they're really cute. They're adorable. I love them. They're great. I cannot believe we found Mesmer's kindling so fast. There are like 15 different checks that it could have been. And it was on like the first check that I was going, that I went to, or one of the first checks. Realistically, the first check that you would normally do, because you would normally go through Bellerot and find that key. So that was wildly fast to get that. I honestly don't understand why they removed the emote. They had an emote on Twitch for the ghost worms, and it was super cute, and I don't know why they got rid of it. I'm still so sad about it. Shackle. 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 We don't want you spending much time here. No, they want to push me back to Rakshasa really badly, apparently. Hey, Kristen, you're still around, right? I have a question for you. She might not be. She might be at work, doing work things, or driving to work. Both are options. Both possible. To the top. Get your bets in now. What is Romina and how hard will Romina be? Hard? Easy? What's the scaling going to be like? Gargoyles, okay. A hard chief blood fiend, all right, all right. Well, it's a America. Who is not scaled high at all. That was a lackluster fight. Excellent. Great, great. I still don't know if two-phase bosses are able to be like harder in one phase than the second phase. I don't know how that works. I would love if that was the case. I just don't know if that is actually like what happens or if it is difficult in the whole fight or whatever. You're late. You're not late, Stars. You're a wizard. You arrive exactly when you're supposed to.
Hello there.
Hello. Burn the tree.
Eh oui.
You'll think I know this game. You think I played it. What game is it? I don't recognize the name. From South of Midnight? Ah, I never played South of Midnight. I heard it was fun, but it was very, 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 very short. So I never got around to playing it. I know James played it and seemed to enjoy it. Industrial Limpet scared you? Nothing like the, nobody expects the Ice Inquisition. Like 2 days to finish? Like playing straight 2 days to finish? Because I would say that that is relatively short. I heard good things. And then I heard other things where it was like, it's a little on the short side. The combat is good, but it winds up being repetitive with the fights and stuff. But I heard it was good, just not enough of what it was doing. Very excited to do so though. Yeah, like I said, I hear it's very fun. I hear it's good. I just hear that it's not as long, I think, as people wanted. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just like a couple of reviews that said that. I don't know. How's it going? Well, how you doing? Don't do it. Don't do it. I also think I might have not said hi, but hi, Jaden. I saw you earlier. Short sword. Something different for sure compared to previous games from the team. Totally fair. I heard the art style was really cool too. Sir. Sir. How dare you? If you want Neon, you can join the Discord, and there is a spot in the Soul or the game section for Elden Ring. You can post it there. I think it might be Soul section. I don't remember how I have it set it up, but yeah. Yeah, join Discord. You can post in there. Yes, the end goal is both endgame bosses. That is correct. So really it is get through Leda and then kill the boss behind Leda and then deal with the demon that is Rakshasa and kill all the rest behind Rakshasa. Like We Happy Few. Okay, so We Happy Few is a game that should have been so much better than it was. And that game annoys me because like the concept of what they did with it was so cool. And then the actual gameplay of it was like, what are we doing? What is happening in this? It's like survival crafting stuff. Like, I don't know. That game was so different. Done. I will check it out after stream. I'm excited to see. It is all over. That game should have been so much better than it was. It's all over the place. Yes, I agree. I definitely think they abandoned it too. I 100% agree with that statement. Do I even need this grace? Not really, eh? Since I just get put back out after the fight anyways. Great. It's really hard for getting the gameplay. Yeah, the gameplay was like completely disjointed from everything else the game was doing. It was so weird. Ooh, Nathan's drip today. Dang, son.
Don't you dare approach Miquella the Kind.
Hiya, but you.
How's it going, Pidgey?
Dryleaf Dane and our ally will never allow this.
Okay, scaling is good. So they are a little on the strong side. That's fine. But I have the Demon's Blade. You can't escape. It's the worst. Enjoy hell. Oh God, hi. Let's go, Moverthil. God damn. Jesus. All right then. That wasn't very bitchin'. Thank you.
Don't
You dare approach Miquella the Kind? Needlite Letter, Dryleaf Dane, and our ally will never allow this.
never allow this.
Just as the woman said it would be. Lord of the Erdtree, Lord of Marika, you two deserve to face the reckoning.
I'm stuck in the animation. Get him, Nathan. Yeah, good shit, buddy. Oh wait, is Nathan gonna be randomly scaled? Okay. And then the last one is Istvan. Istvan! And he is definitely lower scaled than the others. Interesting. I wonder how that works. Well, preserve balls? Hell yeah. Good job, Nathan. I love your drip today. You look so good. That is a really solid outfit. You can't even look at me, but... Oh, did she? What is it? What did she get? I'm assuming it is... it's either Pokemon or Lego. Those are the only two options to call it perfect. It has to be one of those two. That item wasn't gold. That was weird. What is Nathan's actual name? It's Nathaniel or something like that. It's like a Nathan combined with Daniel. Something like that. Oh yeah, that's the perfect one. Yep. It's Minecraft. It's Minecraft movie specifically. Natanicus and Nausicaa of the Valley of Ilum. You can see why we call him Nathan, you know? Even got an Iron Golem. Nice! That'll be perfect for him. Okay, we're gonna do more of this because I want some more stamina. Okay, final boss of the DLC. And then we have to go fight the actual true final boss, which is Rakshasa again. But final boss of the DLC. Hello. And we know this can't be the splitting one because we already fought the splitting one. Okay. Now you're just stalling on purpose. And then phase 2 will definitely not let me down. It's gonna be something really cool and it's gonna be a really hard fight, right? Well. That's a randomizer for you, ain't it? That's a randomizer. Ow. Okay, I'm sorry for saying mean things about you. Jeez. Calm. Chill. God, all right. Okay, cool. Give me the item. I want it. Oh, right. That's not the item. The item's in here. Give me the item. I want it. Okay, now we have to actually go fight the actual hard boss. Yes, Mikkel is. That is correct. Thank you. Thank you, game. A somber 2. I feel so privileged. How come song requests are up? It's Christmas already. I don't know what those two statements have to do with each other. We've just leave song requests up now, though. I always leave them up. Unless we're doing like a theme and we aren't getting the theme songs, which only happened like one time. I just leave them up now. Why we never got Drip for Torrent. We will soon. Whenever they release the Tarnished edition, we will get Drip for Torrent. When will that happen? I don't know. It got delayed, but it will happen. Eventually. Okay. Hello. Hello, demon. Wow, I do still the same amount of damage as I was doing before, it feels like. Can you bleed? Let me rephrase. I know you can bleed. Please bleed. Thank you. Okay, now it's stunning them. It wasn't stunning them. The first time I came here, it didn't stun them. It was very weird. Okay, yours is stronger still. Golly! Fuck you! Hoisted by your own katana! Excellent. Hey, I can go get married. Great. Both for gaming entertainment and Spotify. You're welcome. Happy to help. Yeah, Bobby, they're adding different horse skins. I don't think it's gonna be armor. I think it's gonna be actual skins, but you're gonna get horse skins for Torrent, along with there is confirmed new armor, and there's at least one new weapon and new starting classes. I will say the one new weapon is not in fact confirmed. That is just a theory that I have because I've looked at the screenshots and there is a weapon in the screenshots that is not in this game. So for not getting that weapon, the screenshot is a lie. It's like Bloodborne 2 is never coming out. I don't think Bloodborne 2 is actually ever going to be a thing. I don't think they're going to make a Bloodborne 2 like they're never going to make a Sekiro 2. I do think they will do Bloodborne Remastered. That is almost all but guaranteed at some point. It'll probably be for the PS6, unfortunately. But that is, I feel like, pretty much guaranteed at this point that it's going to happen. Yeah, PS6 launch title, like they did with Demon's Souls, exactly. Said he hates doing sequels. Yeah, and I don't really want a Bloodborne 2, or a Sekiro 2, or an Elden Ring 2. I want them to take this combat and style of game and do a whole new setting with it. I say it all the time, but it's true. I think they're at their best when they give us something brand new and a whole new world that they can explore and create, and it's so good with that. Plus, frankly, we already kind of got Elden Ring 2 with Night Rain. I know it's a different game, but technically. Yeah, like, I would love the Mega Fun Collection with them doing a full, a full set of remasters and stuff. That's so much better. Especially for some of their old games that need it, like Dark Souls 1 and stuff. I don't know how to do that jump today. Not surprised, but... Dark Souls 4, Bloodborne 2, and Sekiro 2. Well, none of that's happening. I do have a bingo list somewhere. Hey, there's a dragon down there. If they do a Bloodborne remaster on the level of Demon's Souls, you'll buy a PS6 for sure. Same. Same. There we go. Easiest money FromSoft can make. I 100% agree, Specs, and they've already done a shit ton of the work, given that they've already put bosses into Night Rain. So you know that it's like part of it's done already, right? Go with zero expectations. This is the best way to do it. I like having a bingo card for fun, but the bingo card needs to be realistic with like a couple things that are silly on it, you know? Godfrey's nipple rings. That would be a new type of Elden Ring. That's true. New Earthbound game is on your bingo card. Love it. Yes, Nintendo is very allergic to making its fans happy. I agree. This is the jump. Well, here's the thing. If they put it into this engine, they don't have to give you the ability to jump. Like, they can keep the original style of control for the game while still putting in this graphical fidelity and combat fluidity that exists in this game. And it wouldn't... I mean, it might break things, maybe, but I feel like it wouldn't be that bad. But they don't need to give you the ability to jump, right? They can keep all the controls the same and everything, you know? Okay. Hi, Malekith. I'm sorry. Hi, Deathrite Bird. For phase 1. Beastrite Bird. I'm so sorry. I got your name wrong. My bad. Kind of fitting for the god of Or for the dude that has the death. Destined Death, that's the one. I got there eventually. I know this game. I know things. What the fuck? Why is that doing damage? Still. Thank you for that. Okay, I went the wrong direction. That was fun. That was rude. He doesn't do a lot of damage. But he feels, I almost think that he feels like slightly tankier than Gronk normally is, but not by much. So he's almost exactly the right scaling. Okay, that was phase one. And the second phase is... Okay, confirmed. Phase one and phase two can have totally different scaling. Because that was much lower than the Death Right Bird. Oh, hey, that's also weirdly appropriate for who we just killed, or who's usually here. Cool. I am dealing with chaos. How's it going, games? Old death instead of new death. True, true. Do I remember when they burnt the bodies of the dead in Ghost Slim? How dare you? How is the first old joke coming from not Specs today? What the fuck? Monster Hunter expansion trailer teaser reveal. I could see that, yeah. Yeah. Real expansion. That makes sense, yeah. Who you were fighting that it took you to fight them? I'm so glad Esker was scaled down, because if Esker was scaled up, I would have cried. Although we do have a Weed Cutter, and frankly, Weed Cutter is gross on NPCs, so. You're a reformed man, no more old jokes from you. I don't believe that for a goddamn second. Also, I gotta say, I'm so glad I'm not streaming the Pokemon DLC, nor that I care too much about spoilers for myself. Because, man, I was watching some people play it this morning, and the amount of people coming into people's chats and spoiling shit, holy fuck, it's bad. People are just out here saying shit now. Oh my god. Hey, it's an apostle, and we know it's an apostle because I've already killed the snail and the duo, so it has to be the apostle.
To stand before the Elden Ring, to become Elden Lord, it's a sad state of affairs. I commend your spirit, but alas, none shall take the throne. Queen Margaret has high hopes for us. Continue to strive unto eternity.
I feel like his scaling is higher than Gideon's usually is. I might be wrong. I meant to do that from the front. It's fine. Goodbye. Okay, there's Gideon gone. Good, more smithing ones. Just what I wanted. Thank you, game. Not another talisman pouch, although he can't drop one, but not another talisman pouch. Probably, Bobo. Probably. It depends on how much stuff James doesn't want for spoilers. But yeah, I think today's gonna be a real busy one for you. Valkyrie, I completely agree, but people, for some reason, cannot help themselves. It's like, for whatever reason, people come into a chat and they just start typing things and they just say spoilers. And it's like, okay, don't say spoilers, but it's really hard for me not to. Okay, just don't type. That's really easy. You do this, and then you don't do anything else. I don't get it. Good morning, Pug. How's it going? How did you, without spoilers, how did you enjoy the DLC last night? Ah! Hello. Can you believe that Godfrey got eaten by a snake? Can you believe that? Poor Godfrey. Killed by his own nephew. I think. Is Rykard the snake? Or did Rykard become the snake? I think Rykard becomes the snake, right? So in this instance, this wasn't. I think. Wah! Wah! Let's cut this snake down to ribbons. Down to size? What's the ribbons quote? By the way, he's dead. And phase 2, who's a warrior, of course, as we all know. Very famous warrior, Edred. That, you know what, actually? Yeah, that actually works. How strong are you? You're not. Okay. Thank you, scaling. Fantastic. We can go open a chest if we want to. Okay, cool. Struggling with one side quest. Nice. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I hope you're able to do the side quest at some point. Rykard was devoured by the snake. But in the first phase, is he still Rykard or is he just the snake? Biggest gripes with the Pokemon stream is the amount of backseating. First phase is just Snake. But Rykard's also there. Somewhere, right? Technically. Unless he only awakens in phase 2. I don't know. Shit doesn't make sense to me. Some sort of flex. It really is. That's basically what it is, Bobby. Pretty much. The final boss of this completely randomly scaled run could not possibly be super easy. There's no way. Okay, scaling is kind of high. Cool with that. I have a ridiculously strong weapon, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, maybe it matters. Okay, it matters a little bit. That one needs to die. We're killing the one in the background. How dare they? Taking a nap until phase 2. Like a Hydra head. Got you. The orange shard ring doesn't transfer to New Game Plus. Well, Ender, I didn't tell you because I've never played Dark Souls on New Game Plus. That is weird that it doesn't, though. How's it going, Ender? How's it going, cheese? Okay, I killed the one in the background. The one in the back is the problem. This one. There's like a follow-up to that combo? That's crazy. Give me your back. They're literally Radabeast. You're not wrong. Lead proc. Thank you. Weed cutter. That Ashen War is disgusting. This is the final boss. The Elden Cavalry. And thus, the randomizer ends with a whimper after screaming Rakshasa in my face for very loudly. But that was it. That was all. Sure, why not? We have the other one. Oh, man. Some of that shit, ridiculously hard. Some, not so bad. Both scaled differently? No, they're actually both scaled the same, but the second one, the one in the back, is really, really weak in comparison from a health perspective. So, call the cavalry. That is true. That is true. You do. Well, that. One sec, chat. I think this is them testing. Hang on. I'll be right back.
The fallen leaves tell a story of how a tarnished became Elden Lord. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Our seed will look back upon us and recall the age of the Duskborn.
I'm back. It was testing. Hi.